Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a lemon cream cheese crepe cake. For this dish, we're going to start with our curd. So to a small pot, we're going to go ahead and add in 3 tablespoons of caster sugar, the zest of 1 whole lemon, just being careful not to get that white pith in there. And once your zest is in, you want to start rubbing that into the sugar to get those essential oils integrated in. We also need 3.5 tablespoons of lemon juice, just giving that a little roll to get those juices flowing, then reaming this over a strainer to catch any seeds. And this lemon actually ended up being 3.5 tablespoons, so perfect. Next, we're going to add in 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk, giving that a little whisk before going over to the stove. Over medium heat, we're going to set our little pot down, and we're going to add a pinch of salt and 2.5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Now you do have to babysit this. You're going to constantly whisk this until it's thick enough to coat the back of the spoon. Then we're going to pass this through a strainer to get out any weird lumps. We want a super silky curd. Then we're going to take a little plastic wrap, press it directly against it so it doesn't form a skin, and set that aside. Now for the crepes themselves, in a large bowl, we're going to add a cup of all-purpose flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and a half teaspoon of kosher salt. We're going to mix the dry ingredients before cracking in 3 whole eggs. And I have these beautiful blue eggs, and I love them so much because they're pretty, and sometimes I don't want to use them because they're so beautiful. We're going to whisk those eggs in a little bit before streaming in slowly in increments 1 cup of whole milk. Now there are 2 cups in this measuring cup, but we're only going to stream in 1 cup. First, we'll stream in the rest later. Once that 1 cup is in and this is pretty much mixed through, we're going to pour in 2.5 tablespoons of unsalted butter and whisk away until that's fully integrated in. Once it is, we can add that last cup of milk, and this is going to give you a beautiful thin crepe batter. Now to add a little bit more flavor to these crepes, once the milk is in, we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of a good vanilla extract and the zest of another lemon. And now we're ready to start cooking our crepes. So I have a little setup on the stove. I have a baking rack with a cooling rack on top so I can transfer them over. I did switch out this pan to a non-stick one. It was just much easier. So I have a small non-stick pan, just running a little unsalted butter over the top, bottoms and edges. We're going to add enough batter to coat the bottom, cook for 3 minutes before flipping and cooking for 30 seconds and popping on the cooling rack. We're going to continue to do this until all of our batter is used up, and then we can set them aside. Now for the filling. To a mixing bowl, we're going to add 5.5 tablespoons of cream cheese, 1 teaspoon of sugar, and our lemon curd. We're going to mix that until it's beautiful and silky. Next up, we need 3/4 cup of whipping cream. We're going to just whip that into cream before slowly folding this into our cream cheese lemon mixture. I did over whip this cream a little bit, but I knew it was integrating into the cream cheese, so it was fine. Now to build our crepe cake. Lay 1 crepe down on the plate you are going to build this on. It's going to make your life much easier. We're going to coat this whole thing with our beautiful filling before layering another crepe on top until you've used up all of your crepes. We're going to set this in the fridge for an hour to set up. Now it's been an hour. We're going to just coat this with a little powdered sugar to make it pretty. And now here is the test. Is this going to cut through without collapsing? And it did, and you can feel each crepe as you're cutting, which is pretty phenomenal. And this is looking pretty fantastic. Now let's go ahead and give this a taste. I'm pretty excited. This was a lot of work, and this would be a great alternative for Thanksgiving dessert if you so feel. That's looking beautiful. It is lemony and cream cheesy. It's not too sweet. Crepes are really eggy. There's something so satisfying and decadent about a crepe cake. It just is absolutely delicious. But there it is. Lemon cream cheese crepe cake. I hope you have the thought to make this in your home. Thank you so much for spending time with me again today. I really appreciate every single one of you. If you like this video, give it a like. If you loved it, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell if you haven't already, because I put out new videos every Thursday. Thank you so much again, and until next time, happy cooking.